I heard a story about a dog who was howling all night long, so much so that the neighbor, who was a couple miles away, was like, "Hey, why is your dog howling?" So he came up. He was like, "Well, my dog is howling because he's sitting on a nail." He's like, "Well, why don't you just get your dog off the nail?" He said, "Well, it doesn't hurt him as much, you know." And it brought me to this. There was a point in my life where I kept messing up over and over and over again. I still mess up. Let's just be honest. I'm still gonna mess up, but not what I used to do. And so I see people these days who I grew up with around the same age, and it breaks my heart, bro. If you're hearing this too, and if you recognize who you are, it saddens me because I see you doing the same stuff over and over and over again, bro. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by messing up is just drinking carelessly, smoking carelessly, as if it's the end of the world and you just want to just let it all out, like, or as if Jesus Christ didn't die on the cross for your sin, like as if you didn't have something to look forward to. You know what I mean? You're just doing it carelessly. And I say that with not condemnation, but I say that with conviction, because I was there too. I just posted when I got a DUI, so it brings my point up. It validates my point, where it's like, you're doing these things as if there's no consequences, is what I'm trying to say. And so for me, not to proof myself up, because again, I'm categorizing myself relating to where you came from, and it's like, the reason why I changed is like, yo, I couldn't keep getting arrested. I couldn't keep letting my family down. More importantly, I couldn't keep letting God down, right? And so it was the best decision of my life doing that, and I'll never take it back. Again, I'm praying for you guys, for you that, again, specifically, I'm not going to mention any names, but my heart goes out to you, man. Like, don't take it some type of way, like, oh, he thinks he's better than me. No, I don't. In fact, you guys are technically, because you just doing what, listen, if I lived how my flesh wanted to live, there's so many opportunities. I could do so much with the flexibility that I have. But I choose not to. Why? Because I care about myself. First and foremost, I'm gonna be honest, I care about myself enough to not put myself in a situation where now God is looking at me on Judgment Day and he's like, what did you do with my word? What did you know what I'm saying? Like, my purpose is to transform. My purpose was to, I believe, go through all this and share this message of hope that you can too transform. And that's not in vain. It's not a boring lifestyle. In fact, I could wake up whenever I want and reset and not feel like all drowsy and always, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to keep chasing that high. I don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe with food, you know what I'm saying? I'll eat like a little snack. I'm like, dang, bro, I got to go back, because I got an addictive personality. But besides that, I would never go back to smoking crack. Smoking crack? Well, when you put coke on a blunt and you smoke it, that's a form of crack. So let's just call it what it is. And that's what I was doing, smoking weed and all this other stuff, man, drinking. And I'm so glad. I'm saying this because I just posted something on my Instagram, and I'm probably gonna post this on YouTube because this is mad long. I didn't expect it to be this long. So if you seek something like this and you find it, this is definitely for you, right? And so, yeah, anyways, that's it. Just want to pray for you that if you struggle with addiction, because it's your environment, the moment you take yourself out of that environment, the moment you take yourself and replace those stressors with something else, you'll get rid of that. I mean, the moment you generally want to just change and not smoke or drink, you'll do it. Trust me, when you're ready, you'll do it. But I think the problem is that you're still making the moves that you want to make. Your life hasn't really, you really haven't felt it. You really haven't hit that point where you're just like, yo, I really need to stop, bro. And once that hits you, then you'll stop.